Tom, as always, your hair is very gorgeous, you know.
Yes, my wife used to say that.
Where are we?
Where are we?
Where are we?
We're...
How can you not understand when I speak English?
Look, I'm the presenter.
I'm so sick and tired of working with you.
I'm the one on camera here. You're behind the camera for a reason.
Yes, but I'm not, it's not even recording.
Look, are we going to do this or not?
Okay, so where are we?
Okay, we're in somewhere in Sweden. We got a hot tip from a cold lead, if you like, on the internet. And it's brought us to this destination here where we expect to find Johan Lund, or at least something to do with his scooter coin operation.
Are you ready?
I've never been more readier, but it's quite a big complex, so we're going to have to basically just go knocking doors and try out a few of these buildings and see if anybody responds.
Do you know what, Tom?
I don't know what's that, Tommy?
Tommy.
Tomo.
Tomo. My name is Tomo.
I know your name.
Here, in my whole life. Maybe you want to get over. So, Senor Tom, when you are ready, I'm ready.
All right, mate. Let's have a look. Let's try some of these floors and see where the bloody hell this is. No, but I can hear some sort of operation going on in there, so I think we're in the right place. No, it's a tea room. I doubt they'll be able to hear us underneath all that noise from the machines.
What kind of machines is it?
Well, it's these mining machines, isn't it? No, I don't. No, that's got a bloody big padlock on it.
Tom, I don't think we're supposed to be here.
No, of course we're not. We're not exactly invited, are we?
Are we not?
Watch your step here, mate. It's a lot of debris. Well, this, I think we've struck gold here. This certainly looks like the right place.
What is all this?
These are those machines that they use to mine the scooter coin, I think. This looks like a serious operation, at least.
But this is amazing.
Yeah, but they're not actually on. So where's the noise coming from? This direction. Watch your step here, mate. Pretty tight. You right? Slowly does it. Bloody hell.
Wow.
Watch your step. You've got some tubes on the floor here. Now, you hear stories about these types of, the people that operate in this type of industry. It's very likely that they might have weapons on them, so...
No. Tom, are you sure? Weapons?
Well, it's possible, so...
Yeah, but I don't want to be here.
Well, mate, we need to go and at least look at the machines that are running.
But no weapons, okay?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who we're going to see when we get there, so... We just got to... Just be ready to...
Run.
Basically.
Okay.
This looks like it. Hello? Tom Gillespie here.
this level for 30 years, while the actual exchange rate has fluctuated from 50 cents to $1. On commodity markets, iron ore went up and oil down. And finally, the price of the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, fell 7.5% today and is now down 20% in a week to below $7,000 for the first time since May. And that's finance. The Australian dollar stayed around 68 US cents. And if you think that's a broken record, you'd be right. It's been trading tightly around 68 cents for 4 months and is in the friendly bull state.
Hi Tim, how's it going?
There's something up with that investment.
Go on.
Well, it seems it's a Ponzi, mate.
Fuck's sake, Tim.
Tim, mate!
I told you this. Fucking idiot. All persons are welcome to join the congregation, regardless of their background or knowledge, and will be encouraged to organise their own congregations once formally enrolled in the ministry. Okay? Let's start with a statement of belief.
Mate, don't forget to talk about the Church of Decentralisation.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I help people pump their coins in their projects if they pay me a couple of $100 to make a video. G'day everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are gonna be talking about Libra coin. So, I'm gonna do a reaction video here to the Ripple commercial that came out in October. By the way, those of you that think that I script this shit, I don't script nothing. What's up everybody, Bitman360 here. Today I'm going to do a reaction video on a episode by the John Oliver. So, recently I've been going through my shitcoin collection and I just wanted to figure out how many of them are shit coins and how many of them are actually dead coins. So this video is for you cunts out there that haven't taken the time to figure out if you're sitting on bags of shit coins or dead coins. So in this video I'm going to take you through the fucking keynote speech from Malta just recently with the big CW, Craig White. So let's have a look what he has to say for himself.
I actually made a deal with Jihan. Jihan actually stabbed us in the back.
I don't know what to do about the shitcoin peddlers and the binary trader spammers and the trolls and the hate crime.
Tokenize fucking everything related to Scoop.
Everybody's handing over their fucking data like this. Here's my data. Here's some more data. Oh, Facebook, would you like some more data? I have some of my mates' data as well. Here you go. Facebook's fucking off around the corner, right? He's got a crowd of people back there, Facebook, and he's like, right, I've got all this guy's data and his mate's data. Let the bidding begin. Franco, the fraud coin, freedom coin, and the free. Well, fucking hell, Craig, you've lost I think you might have lost my trust. I didn't want to draw any conclusions, but this has not gone well at all, this speech here. You should have probably fucking stayed at home, eh? The current structure of how both corporate and non-corporate organisational institutes operate is fundamentally flawed. We believe that in order to live in a world free from corruption, mass manipulation and corporate sanctioned digital rape, we must adopt the rules of decentralisation in their entirety. As founding member of Bitman360 myself have commenced preaching, however, as time goes on in MOD, members are encouraged to hold themselves also. Yeah mate, I think I know what's happened here, and I know exactly what to do about it. Yeah mate, are we ready to go, are we?
Yes.
Alright, 2 seconds. Things can go out of focus, it's fucking documentary, mate. We're not shooting a movie, are we? We're shooting a movie, but it's not a real movie. There's no actors, this is purely fact-based investigatory documentary. Okay, g'day, I'm Tom Gillespie. Recently I discovered a scam being perpetrated here in Australia and across the world. A scam that's impacted my own brother's family in terrible ways. It's called Scootercoin, and from preliminary research I've discovered the person responsible is masquerading as an Australian extreme scooter professional, only he's not Australian nor a scooter professional, and he's very likely Swedish. How was that? Great, this is going to be too easy. Have you seen the Tesla stock lately? I'm shorting the shit out of it.
What is Tesla?
Tesla. You know, Elon Musk.
No.
He's built spaceships and stuff. Have you been following this coronavirus thing? If it keeps going like this, it's really going to fuck up the market. Says here it's fucking costing Australian economy $4 billion a week. $4 billion a week. It's here on a website called 4chan that through my research I discovered a potential lead that might just show us who perpetrated this scam. According to the user FetScart88, Bitman360's real name is Johan Lund and he lives in Sweden, Europe. So let's reach out to this user FetScate88 and find out what he knows. Pretty nice haircut that guy's got. That's what I've been trying to achieve for a while now. 100 bitcoins. How much is that in real money?
Are you asking me?
I am asking you, yes.
I don't know. I can check.
Please do. It sounds ridiculous to me. My phone, where the bloody hell is that? There it is. Steve, mate, how's it going? Look, I need you to release some shares.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I realise it's not the best timing.
Okay, mate. Where to?
I need them now. Go to 4channel.org/search and then search for a post titled Scooter Bluff.
Right, okay. Hang on a sec. Alright, found it.
Okay. Now contact the guy that posted it and send him 20 TSLA. Fast as you can, let me know when it's done.
You mean anonymous? Are you sure about this, mate?
Yeah, mate. No, yeah. Call me back when it's done.
Right, okay.
Okay, looks like we might be onto something here, Tomo, mate. Yeah, mate.
Alright, it's done.
Great. Cheers, bud.
Tom, mate, you realise this looks pretty shady, right?
Yeah, I
mean,
know. Yeah, I know.
I'll have to
Okay,
explain
yes.
this to the
Okay.
authorities at the
Yeah,
end
yeah,
of the
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah.
And it's not...
Yeah, okay, mate.
It's not going to be very obvious what exactly is
Yeah,
going on.
yes. Okay. Cheers. Oh, mate. Look at this. There must be at least 5,000, maybe more investors on this list. Holy shit, look at this guy, Pontus Poshnot. He dropped over $1.5 million into the project, my god.
Senator Tom, you must stop talking to me. I'm the cameraman, I'm not here. Senator Tom, are you ready?
Sorry, mate. Can you start it again? Just flick it down a bit. What'd you get? Let me just gonna put
Now I need to reverse, Tom.
You seen the price of the Tesla stock lately, Tomo?
This is not this is only a test.
Okay, mate, but make sure you record it because you never know if we're going to get some gold here, right? Sometimes I perform like Tom is presenting to camera. Of course, the audience is not supposed to know I'm reading off of a teleprompter.
I understand. I just think like. Okay, focus, set, camera rolling, audio checked, camcorder on.
And can you make the words roll as well, mate? Jesus, there's a fucking lot of text here, mate. Look at what I'm trying to read here, Tomo, because someone's made a mistake here. It's just, I can't read that like that. It's just really messing with my eyeballs, eh? Some of it's okay, but a lot of it is not okay. Should I keep my legs open or should I like maybe do this? Is this better? You know, the text on the prompter is fucking tiny. I can barely read it. It needs to be bigger. Now, I can read the teleprompter from there quite okay, but it's going bloody slowly. So what I'm going to ask you to do, mate, is turn the fucking speed up on it. When are we going to start filming something, mate? For the love of Christ. Stop. This is what happens when you paste from a PDF. Well, that's fucked up, eh? You might need to just scroll it back a bit to the tippy top. I've been operating in the finance sector in Australia for over 25 years, and I've seen it all, the good times and the bad. Every time I've made money, tons of it. You know why? Because I'm fearless. I was not like these other traders out there. I'd place a put when nobody else would touch it with a barge pole. It's how I came to be known at Perth Stock Exchange as the Dingo of St. George's. Ever since I was a little boy, I dreamt of trading currencies in the global markets. It all started when I began collecting rare coins and flipping them for a profit in the antiquities markets. I made a good few bucks, enough to give myself an education in finance and economics. I took that education, that investment in myself, and I spun it into a multi-million-dollar currency trading career where winning was the only option on the table. Over the last 25 years, I brought in over $1 billion for my equity managers, leading to my becoming the top trader in Australia for 5 years running. This newfound celebrity caught me off guard initially, but once I started to roll with the likes of Belfoot and the Murdochs, I found that I could have a bigger impact on the markets by simply talking about them in public. I was one of the first traders to have his own internet show, which took me all around the world, meeting some of the greatest business leaders and entrepreneurs this planet has ever seen.
Going from, like, if you look at a chart, it's going from down here, and then it's going to go up to here, and then back down again, and then probably up again. So what I do is strict analysis.
I first heard of Bitcoin when I was in Bali with my ex-chick. This local fella was trying to get me to pay for our piranha foot bath using it. I told him to piss off and go and get lit. I gave him some solid advice to focus on stacking US dollars instead of silly magical internet money. In 2017, it was hard to ignore what was happening with cryptocurrencies. Watching Bitcoin nearly hit 20,000 US, I couldn't help but get in there and have a sniff. I got burned pretty bad, lost about 400k Australian, and soon after I realised this crypto shit was not for me. So, you can imagine my reaction when I heard my brother's son Tony had gotten caught up in the Scootercoin con. I had to do something.
We ready to rock and roll yet, Tomo? Not quite, mate. Just give me a second. Okay. Got to fucking add all these bloody hashtags. All right. Shit. You got me in focus this time, Tomo. Happy?
Is it from the top? Is it from the top?
What do you mean, mate?
Is it from the beginning?
Oh no, wait. No, sorry. Yes, you're right. It was at the top. You just press reset. You see the reset button? It's the same button that says start usually. Yeah. All right. Now I'll see you later. Yeah. All right. Fuck up. Hang on. How's my hair? All right. I'm ready when you are. All right. Great. Let's fucking do this. Count me in though. It's helpful.
3, 2, 1, go.
From 5. Tom is seen in the studio. He begins to speak. In Australia, 12 million people are scammed online every year. Yeah. No.
Your hair looks good as always.
What about...
Your eyebrows too. I know. Your eyebrows look good, your hair looks good, your mustache looks, everything looks good. I just want you to start speaking, please.
Stop what?
Start speaking.
Right, go on, fucking... Go on then.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, I heard. Let's just fucking get it done. In Australia, 12 million people are scammed online every year. While that number may seem low, it's actually over half the population of the country. But that's nothing compared with the amount of people around the world that became wrapped up in what's come to be known as the Scootercoin con. I recently spoke to some of those people involved, and it has revealed an elaborate web of deceit that crosses the world, affecting what could turn out to be thousands of people. I'm Tom Gillespie, and in this here film you are about to watch, I'm going to show you how one young so-called cryptocurrency influencer changed his appearance from Swedish to Australian for the sole purpose of scamming people. It is this familiar tale of how our very own human nature, greed, fakery, falsehoods, and the lies that we tell ourselves that has gotten us in this situation. A newfangled technology that can make for the perfect recipe for blindsiding a generation and making us all poorer and worse off in the process. Okay, let's dive in. After getting hold of the list of investors for Scootercoin, I have arranged video calls with several of the people on that list. Many of them were shocked and didn't want to talk, but a few have agreed to talk to me about what they know. The first guy goes by the name of Leslie, and I've got a call with him right now.
Hey, what's up? Chart the Chuckle's famous YouTuber Mr. Knute here.
Hello, Leslie. Tom Gillespie here. We talked earlier about your involvement in Scootercoin.
Hey, Tom. Hey, yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Can you do me a favour and turn the music down? Great, thanks, mate. Listen, I'm trying to find out more about the people that operate Scootercoin. Can you help me with that at all?
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, I remember. But Tom, listen, do you trade? Cause me and my friend Frank, we have this channel where we react on people's TA and then we kind of laugh about the ridiculous conclusions. Listen, it's inspired by React videos. Just we do with charts, We have almost hit 1,000K, so just
Leslie,
click the
mate.
subscribe button. Just do it.
Mate, I'd like to focus on Scootercoin. How did you find out about the project?
subscribe button. You know, there's this wonderful video where me and my friend Frank, we just, you know, I send you the link, you know. So we are watching this video and wait, Frank. What were we watching again? We're laughing so hard.
Leslie,
we're
mate.
looking on the live stream.
Leslie.
Well, Frank, you remember?
Leslie, mate.
You mean?
Leslie.
Do you remember? That it was like
Oh,
right onto the,
fuck this.
like it went up and then it's down. Yeah, then it had like.
Hello, Tom.
Oh, hi.
Kev's just coming.
Great. So, Jeff, what do you guys do?
We run a live stream on YouTube where we give commentary on the crypto charts all day long. We're actually on live right now. Say hello, everybody. Day traders love us. Don't forget to subscribe at Crypto Kev and Jeff. Here's Kev now.
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
I'm fine. How about you?
Honestly, I just got back from a 3-day cruise bender with some mates from Helsinki. I'm totally spent.
Okay. Listen, I'm looking for the people responsible for the Scootercoin project. Specifically this man. I've reason to believe he's a fake, a con man.
The site's going live very shortly.
Is that Big Man?
Yeah, I think it is.
And Scootercoin.Crypto. That's
Listen,
the guys at Unstoppable
We took a
Domains.
strong position on Scootercoin when exactly the right time. We foresaw the risks associated and we invested as such.
Yeah, Tom, I don't think Bitman is a con artist at all. He's been in the scooter scene for most of his waking life, and he is well respected.
Listen, I have some pretty damning evidence to the contrary.
You mean he's not a scooter pro?
No, I mean he's not Australian.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
Yeah, remember that time in Copenhagen? He cleared our tab. He hooked us up with this awesome Airbnb.
Yeah, that was awesome. And he's super cool about it, too. He's super laid back, not a dick at all, not like the rest of the crypto crowd that was there.
Guys, I'm trying to locate him, okay? How do I find him?
You could try Pontus.
Yeah, Pontus would know where he's at.
He ought to know, considering how much money Pontus put into that shit.
Okay, have you got a contact number, an address?
Yeah, I'll hook you up after the call.
Great. Cheers, guys. Okay, we'll speak then. Thanks.
Thanks, Tom. Oh, wait, Tom.
Yeah?
Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We're live streaming crypto all day, all night long.
Sure.
Say hi to
Okay.
your bloody mates.
Cheers, Tom.
Cheers. And now, let's get back to the crypto.
This number is cut in half. And the day that happens, it's the halving, or the halvening, as I like to call it. And the halving decreases the amount of new Bitcoin generated per block. And this means the supply of new Bitcoin is lower.
Okay, but I was asking, what's the deal with the Ministry of Decentralisation? How did you get involved there?
Well, in 2017, 18, I went all in on alts. This is around the first out of Bitman 360.
Sorry, alts?
Altcoins, alternative coins. Now, at that time, there was a hash war going on between BCH and BSV. One bright guy, Craig White, Australian actually, he forked BCH into BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi System. And that was game changer, you see, because a new opcode called OFCHE's data SIG that improved on the BCH scripting language would permit the validation of messages outside the blockchain. And also the introduction of anonymous.
Okay, listen, Barry, this is all very, very interesting and all that, but tell me about the MOD, the Ministry of Decentralisation. You remember, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, well, can you tell me how you got involved? How did you connect with Bitman 360?
Well, I never met Bitman. But when I heard about the MOD, I had to join. Well, more precisely, it was my destiny. My destiny.
Your destiny?
Well, yeah, so I met this very interesting lady online, and she read my palm online. It's cool what they can do these days. And she told me I need to join an online group, Referee Decentralized. She recommended the MOD, and so I took a look. It made perfect sense. Like, the planets just aligned.
Right, okay. Okay. So you've never actually met Bitman 360 then?
Well, not IRL, but I hear
Okay, hang on.
He's a super guy, top bloke. And I'd like to meet him one day. It's so much good to me too. And he got a quick video. And he's liberated a lot of souls.
Okay. Listen, Barry, thanks for taking the time to talk with me. Please, if you think of anything else, feel free to email me, okay?
Yeah, sure. One thing that is, I have to tell you, one thing that's really interesting about the MOD is it's one of the world's only functioning DAOs. The reputation-weighted leveraging means the reputation system votes are weighted according to the decisions should not need voting. And as long as nobody objects, proposals get... You still there?
Hello?
Hi.
Sorry, I have a meeting with Rashid and Adesh.
Yeah, that's us.
But you don't look...
Yeah, we don't look Indian.
Tom, you don't look Australian.
Well, I guess not. Anyway, thank you for taking my call.
No problem.
Okay, so, as you know from our previous conversation, I'm Tom Gillespie from Australian television. I'm investigating the Scootercoin con.
Okay, Tom, I can tell you right away that we were only involved in the implementation of the smart contract.
Just like we don't know anything about such scam.
Okay, but you were responsible for building the, what did you call it? Smart contract?
Yeah, we built a contract and delivered it as requested. That is the only capacity in which we are involved.
So you claim no responsibility at all?
Listen, Tom, we don't know anything about such scam, okay? We build software. How that software is eventually used has nothing to do with us.
Exactly, we don't know anything about any scam.
Well, it's hard to say you weren't involved when you built the very tools that were used to perpetrate the scam.
Look, Todd. Can I call you Todd?
Well, it's Tom, but fine.
Okay, well, look, Todd. We are software developers, okay? We build software. That's it.
Yeah, we have no clue what scam you're talking about.
Okay, well, what do you know about Scootercoin?
So Scootercoin is a project that we worked from early to mid-2017. The only contact that we had was through a guy named Bitman360. He described what he wanted and what he could pay, and we agreed to build it for him.
Yeah, once the contract was audited, we finalized the project, got paid, and moved on to the next project.
Okay, well, how were you compensated?
We received Scootercoin for our contribution.
So you were paid in Scooter coins?
That's correct.
Well, how many?
We're not gonna disclose that information.
No way.
Okay, do you still have them?
No, we immediately exchanged them for Bitcoin.
We have nothing more to add here, Todd.
I would like to add one thing, Todd. Our work is important work. You're right. We build smart contracts, and these contracts will power a large part of the economy in the near future. And these contracts, just like the contracts of the past, they will be utilized by people. People are often motivated about different things. When you call us like that and suggest we are the scammers, I suggest you look around and see who the real scammers are. You're surrounded by them. Lawyers, accountants, politicians. People in these positions hold great power. Power which is often overlooked by society. A necessary evil, if you like. Well, smart contracts cannot deviate from their intended purposes. They can only do what they are programmed to do.
unless you leave a back door. Or unless the application of the smart contracts is designed in such a way as to deceive people, but most people cannot tell if an application is deceiving them.
So you're saying that we will all need an auditor in the future to check these smart contracts and how they apply to us before we use them?
Yeah, not a bad idea. Either that or people educate themselves and become auditors. Not gonna happen. What I'm trying to say is that people are the problem, not the code we write. It is always gonna be people that ruin beautifully designed systems because people are inherently more unpredictable than code, which is just the application of math. So if someone launches a piece of code to the world and it has not been properly audited numerous times, and it becomes integral to the large portion of proper functioning of global economy, and then for some reason it starts to work in an unintended manner, then if you look close enough behind those consequences, you will find humans responsible, not the code, not the work we do.
So you take no responsibility here at all?
None whatsoever. Goodbye, Todd.
Tomo, mate.
Hello, Tom. Very nice to see you. How are you?
Good, really good, actually.
Okay.
I just had one of the most splendid evenings. I was at this event. I had a dinner with the 60 Minutes
What is that?
guys. You know 60 Minutes, Tyra Brown?
Yeah,
I even had a dance with Tyra.
All right. Did you know they actually used this studio for a long, long time ago before they became big professionals?
Which studio is that?
This studio. Ours. I mean, not ours, but this studio that we rent.
Oh, you mean the 60 Minutes guys
Yeah, no,
filmed in here?
No, not really. But Tara.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, before she started working with CBS.
That's bloody awesome. Listen, I also, you know, they had a karaoke wife swap on, so she's agreed to do that.
Karaoke wife. No.
So usually, you know, a man would sing with their own wife, but karaoke wife swap is when you sing with another man's wife. That's her there.
So, yeah, hold it still. I would. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
But maybe it's easier for me just to look in real life rather than through the lens if you find her.
Yeah, well, you can Google her. The biscuits were shit, though.
No, but you know some. I filmed her. 3, 2, 1, send your action.
After weeks of extensive research talking to investors from all walks of life, we were able to get a location on our subject, an address. From there, we were able to find the house phone number and we rang it. Who picked up? None other than Johan Lund himself. And I recorded the call before he abruptly ended it. Let's take a listen.
There you are.
That's
Hello,
him.
Johan.
That's
Johan
our guy.
Lund. Yes?
I bloody
Hi,
knew it. I've
it's
been
Tom
saying
here.
it for months.
Tom Gillespie. I'm with Australian
There he
Television.
is.
I hear you're the founder of the Scootercoin project. Is that right? I've been trying to get hold of you. I know the project, yes. Good. Listen, Johan, I've been speaking to some people online, okay?
He doesn't want to
Basically,
admit
it seems you've been taking a lot of money off people. Johan, mate, are you there?
I'm here. What was your name again, say?
It's Tom. Tom Gillespie from Australian Television.
What do you want from me? You can talk to my agent. Talk to Magnus. He will help you, okay?
Magnus? Magnus who?
Got him by the balls. He's super.
Can I get a
nervous.
full
You can
name,
hear it in his
Johan?
voice.
What's your role in the project?
I'm just the
Yeah.
influencer.
That's
Goodbye,
what a
Tom.
proper investigator
Wait,
does.
Johan.
So. And then he hung up.
Good job, Senor Tom.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, so
Kaylee?
Hello,
Hi. It's Tom. Tom Gillespie. Is that Kaylee?
this is she.
Have you got a moment to talk? I'd like to understand more about why you invested in Scootercoin.
Oh, what's your favorite animal?
I don't know, a cat?
Great. I have a Twitch channel where I live stream myself doing animal faces. Your luck yesterday, I will be a cat.
Great. Listen, can I ask you, do you know Batman 360? Where can I find him?
Never heard of him. But my channel is called Little Miss Chicken Face, by the way, if you want to subscribe. I have like 13k subscribers. I found this post online from this guy where you can pay like $50 a month, and there's like this click farm full of Nigerians that will pump your content around the internet to make sure to get ranked better. I can connect you if you want. What's your channel's name?
I don't have a channel. I'm investigating the Scootercoin project. We're making a TV program for Australian television, trying to find out who Bitman360 is.
Really? Who still watches TV? Anyway, I'm on in 5, so I'm gonna have to go soon.
Okay, but Kaylee, can you tell me where did you first hear about the Ministry of Decentralisation? Why did you join it? Why did you buy so many scooter coins? Kaylee, are you there? Fucking hell.
And this crap show that Gillespie's thrown out about you, all the rumours he's, thrown around there.
He started on that guy. Bloody hell, he's doing my bloody head in.
But I really appreciate you taking the time out to have a chat to me and show your side of all this, because I know this movie's going to be out in some point in the next few months, and I think it's important that we get your stuff out there so people can see your side of it, because I don't think he's going to show your side, is he?
No, well, listen, mate, I couldn't agree more. Like I say, this Tom Gillespie's been getting at me for the past 6 months or something about the scooter coin and the Buttercup 3 and everything. And he's basically got the wrong end of the stick. He doesn't know what the bloody hell he's talking about. And he's out there spouting nonsense on the Twitters, on the Instagrams and stuff. And it's, part of me just wants to ignore the guy, stop dealing with him.
Scotty, Tom here. We spoke earlier about the Scootercoin project.
Yes, I remember.
So I'm trying to locate the people responsible for Scootercoin, as it appears it's basically a scam. Even my own family have been affected. I understand you're a member of the Ministry of Decentralisation.
Yes, I'm at the level of the distributed. But no, a scam? That can't be. My boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend, used to ride pro scooter with Johan. Guy's a legend. He was the first in the world.
Okay, but I have pretty solid evidence to the contrary. I have a list of over 1,200 investors here. It's how I found your contact information.
Tom, are you okay?
What?
You seem anxious.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Let's read your palm to check. I think you'll benefit from it, because right now, I don't like the energy in the room.
We're in different rooms.
Sure, but right now you're really messing with my room's ambiance, and I don't like it. I'm going to end the call if you do not let me read your palm.
Scotty, we're in different rooms. How on earth are you going to read my palms?
Don't worry about that. Hold your hand up to the camera and I'll take a screenshot on my end. There we go.
Can we get back to the conversation now? What do you know about Scootercoin, especially the founder? You mentioned his name, Johan. Did he also start the Ministry of Decentralisation?
Since you've not been very happy lately. Have dark times ahead. Also, you'll lose a lot of money.
Look, I need more info. Wait, what? How much money?
You'll also lose a big part of your identity and self-worth. Tom, do you have a backup plan for what to do when you lose all meaning in life? Tom, you ever had your cards read? I'm doing a special offer just now. You can have 5 cards read for the price of 3. You won't find that good a deal anywhere else. The reason I'm able to offer such a great deal is because of my YouTube channel. I stream my readings to my community. Shall we begin? Tom.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm Tom Gillespie and I've been using the iPose from Show Pony for the last 6 months, and I can tell you it is like nothing you've ever experienced. For those of you out there with a bad spine for some reason, maybe you fell off a horse or you ended up with a bad spine through some birth defect, this is probably going to make your life a whole lot better starting as soon as you press the buy button. It'll arrive within 2 to 3 working days, and if you pay an extra $35 you can get it in under 12 hours. Now let me tell you a little bit how the iPose works. Essentially, it is a vibrating posture correction device that has Bluetooth capability with a free mobile application attached. You pair the device with your phone and it allows you to record certain information about your spine as it moves in and out of the correct posture throughout the day. This data accumulates into a profound database. Our next microphone. Action! Our next contact has filed lawsuit against the Scootercoin founders. Let's see if he can help us out. Hi, Pontus.
Thanks, guys. I love all of you too. Listen, I got another call right now from some guy also investigating in Scootercoin. But I'll leave the stream on, okay? Yeah.
Hi, Pontus.
Hello?
Hi, Pontus. Tom here.
Yes, it's Pontus.
I'm investigating Scootercoin and I'm curious. I hear you put a lot of money into the project.
I went all in with my granddad's inheritance last summer. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see what he wants. Greg, yeah, I totally quad-whipped those back in 2017. It took me like 15 goals, but...
Pontus, mate.
Yeah.
Pontus, mate, can you tell me anything about the founders of Scootercoin? I'm trying to locate them because my family has also been affected by the scheme.
Quiltcoin? Yeah, I've heard about that one. You can earn by staking quilts on Binance already. I think you got like 30k wrapped up in there. What?
Pontus.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
Pontus.
I'll make a video on how to stake quilts later tonight, yeah. Sorry dude, I got like 5,000 people looking at me just now on Insta. Maybe we can take the conversation over there instead. You know, there are a lot of people, very nice people who are into crypto and scooters. Right, guys?
Mate, I kind of need this to be a one-on-one. I'm trying to find...
No way! No way! What the fuck?
What the heck? It's like none of these bloody idiots can focus on anything. They're all too busy playing influencer silly buggers. Pontus, mate. Pontus. Oh, fuck this. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus, sorry, mate. I need to deal with this. About a credit card fraud, a data breach, or your privacy. You will not have to worry about a hacker on your feed, a troll in your inbox, or an education in your school. Now, let's put in a node here, and a node will be represented by a Cumberland sausage. It's sausage shaped. It's like boxy. It's not sausage shaped at all. A smaller, USB charging, high impact and compact looking visionary piece of advanced scootering equipment. Hardened plastic into the casing now. And how I've grown that technology to become the epic Buttercup 3, which is launching Christmas 2020, by the way. There is a white paper coming and some descriptions that will further explain and enhance and tell you exactly what the fuck Scootercoin is and how it's mineable. And you won't need a sophisticated setup like this, although of course if you want to increase your hashing power you'll probably have to get some of this gear, but that's fine. Like, many of my followers are very wealthy from their Bitcoins, right?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Hello there, Hans.
Hi, it's Tom Gillespie here from Australian television. We just called, but we got disconnected.
What do you want?
We're hoping to speak with a Johan Lund. Is he there?
What's it about?
It's regarding his role as a crypto influencer. I've reason to believe he's been scamming people out of millions of dollars.
And you have proof?
Yes.
Can you show me it?
Well, no, not really. I can't show you the documents. There's too much private information on them. I'm not 100% sure they're accurate. That's why I'm calling.
All right, but can you come here? Maybe we can talk it through.
Well, yes, I can. Let me talk to my producer and I'll call you right back. Or just hang on, hold the line a second. What do you reckon, Tomo? Should we go to Sweden?
I have other jobs, but you pay good.
Yeah, they can wait. Come on, it'll be an adventure.
Well, okay.
Excellent. Hello, Hans. Was it Hans? Hello, Hans.
Yes, Tom?
Yes, I just spoke to my producer and he says we will come over early next week. Does that work for you?
Yes, Tom.
Great. Great. Thanks, Hans. Thanks. See you next week. I need to make some phone calls. Yeah. Yeah, Tim, guess where I'm fucking going next week? No?
Riley? Yeah, hello, mate. It's Tom Gillespie here. We spoke over email regarding the Scootercoin project. Riley? Riley, mate, are you there? Well, this is weird. Can't tell if the video is frozen or he's just being really still. Riley, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi. Riley, can you tell me about Scootercoin?
Well, I lost my passphrase, so I haven't been able to access them.
Okay. Well, how did you get involved?
I just told you. I lost my passphrase. I never got involved in the project. I got the coins, then I lost the coins.
I see, okay.
The current price is 35 grand that I can't access. I don't really want to talk about it. Gotta go.
Far out. So we've just arrived at Sweden airport. I think it's called Arlanda. And we are looking for the place that has all the information about taxis and stuff. I think it's somewhere, it's got to be somewhere around here. Tomo's with me. Where's he gone? Oh, he was with me. Tomo, mate. Oh, there he is. Look, he's there. How you going, Tomo? You doing well? You getting all the action and stuff?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Finally.
Well, there it is. Sweden. The Nordic countries. These are the people that gave us the smorgasbord. A collection of foodstuffs that should not be seen together and washed down with something resembling toilet cleaner and scotch.
Is it?
Tomo, mate, who's that guy?
What guy?
Other side of you, mate. He's got a Scootercoin t-shirt on, I see.
Hola, hello.
Who are you, mate? Well, this is weird. Let's go to the cab. Let's go and get the cab. Yeah, he's still there, isn't he? Watch yourself here, mate. Push him up, push him up, push him up.
Who are you? What do you want?
Just make sure you get some pictures of Tom Gillespie? Yeah, this is us, mate. This is us. Go on, who the bloody hell
Drive,
is that?
senor, drive, please. Tom.
Yeah, mate. Are you ready, are you?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, count me in.
1, 2, 3, action.
We are now in Sweden, in the Nordic countries, heading out to the father of Johan Lund, who we believe is the real crypto influencer turned Aussie Bitcoin scoundrel. Let's go and find out what we can find out.
Cut.
How was that?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. Fucking virus. I knew it. I said to Steve, I fucking told him we needed to reduce our position and take a fucking active role weeks ago. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Fuck. Steve, mate, what did I fucking say to you? Yeah, okay, mate, you can probably help out a little here as well, you know. Yeah, I've heard those cameras are heavy, I know. Mate, I don't know where the fuck we are. I haven't got any reception, but so I said to my uncle's niece, I said, bloody hell, mate.
Lots of mosquitoes.
Yeah, but there's lots of potential for mosquitoes to grow into birds like back in Australia, right? And there's the guy. Let's see the guy there. Let's go and try and let's go and see him. There he is. Hans, is it Hans? Tom Gillespie here from Australian television.
You the Australians? So you see my humble abode up there?
Oh, there it is, look. What exactly were you doing there?
I'm asking the gods to promote my app. I did 4 chances. It should be enough.
Okay, count me in. Fucking hell, what's the...
3, 2, 1,
action! Hans, your son Johan, What do you know about his online activities? Hans, your son, Johan, what do you know about his online activity?
You know, I don't really speak with him so much these days. He comes by here now and again. I'm pretty sure he's working in construction. Something with blockchains, brick chains. I mean brick chains.
Okay, but are you aware of Johan's association with Scootercoin?
Is that something to do with his professional scootering stuff? He used to be very good at that. At one point he was the best in the world. It took him all kinds of places, America, China, Australia. And he also was first to do this famous trick.
The kickless buttercup.
What?
The trick you're trying to remember, it's called the kickless buttercup.
Okay, I see. Well, Scootercoin, no, I don't know.
How
What
about
is
the
it?
Ministry of Decentralisation? Have you heard of it? Your son started it.
No, what is it?
Well, from what we've gathered, it's a type of crypto religion headed by your son, who parades around online pretending to be an Australian crypto influencer.
What? Crypto religion?
Never mind. Do you know anything about
influencer?
cryptocurrencies?
What do I know about cryptocurrency? I know it's run by computers all over the world. And they all compete and try to create new currencies. And there are many, many varieties. And that's right, now I remember, Johan gave me some a few years ago. I don't remember the name of it. I wonder what they're worth today. Maybe I'm rich and don't even know it.
What game is that you're playing?
Mate.
Well, it's called Nzendo Broken Words. It's a fantastic new word game created by no less than myself.
Hans?
And it's got to do with little tiles with
Hans,
broken up words.
do you know where Johan is right now?
Put together to
Hans.
make one coin.
What?
The coin Johan gave me.
Sure, but Hans, do you know where Johan is right now?
Maybe you could contact his mother. She might be more helpful than me. You could talk to Jens and Bengt, two guys who go to the skate park.
Do you know which skate park that is?
No.
Fuck it. Cut. Fucking cut.
But listen, he's a good boy. Whatever scam you think you'll find, he will not be part of it.
Cut. Cut.
This is at the beginner's level.
Sorry, Hans.
I'm trying to find out where the English-speaking channels are on the television. But at this speed, it's going to take probably 4 to 6 hours to fill up. Can you send somebody up? Send somebody up.
With both the ASX 200 and ASX Small Ords falling more than 1%. And finally, the price of the main cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has fallen 12.5% today and is now down 15% in a week to $9,784 US for the first time since November. And that's finance.
How's the audio coming through? Is it all right?
Yes, I think it's on me, don't I?
Excellent. Hello? Frida?
You're done. Very empty.
Yeah, mate, there's no one here, is there? But it's quite late at night, so I'd imagine there isn't many people working. Here's somebody. Frida Lund? Frida?
Ursäkta?
Hello. Is it Frida
Ursäkta,
Lund?
men vad gör den här kameran? Kan ni bara...
Yeah, we're making a documentary about
Och vem är du?
Batman 360. My name's Tom Gillespie. I don't think she speaks any bloody English. Can you...
Men den här kameran.
Habla español?
Your son has been really taking a lot of money off of people around the world.
Who are you again? And why are you...
Tom Gillespie?
Never heard of it.
I'm doing an investigatory documentary on your son, Johan Lund, who portrays himself online as Bitman360 as an Australian. He's not an Australian, I don't believe.
No, my son is from Sweden. What are you... Okay, but I'm working right now. I have a break in 15 minutes. You have to wait, okay?
That's fine, we can wait.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think we'll just have a look at the cookie section. I'm quite hungry. You know what, I had an idea before, Tomo? Well, before that, obviously, we can get some of these kind of, I think they're called like pan zooms. Basically, you zoom pan. Are you left-handed, Tomo?
No.
You kept that quiet. Like, love this song.
So we are ready to record, Dom?
Are we good to go?
Yes, you are ready.
Frida, thanks for taking the time to sit down with me to talk about your son, Johan. Tell me, what do you know about your son's online activity?
Well, Johan, he's such a smart kid, you know, and he's really active. Did you know that he was the one to first get this kickless...
I've heard of it. Yeah, I know.
Well, that's what he's really famous of. And now he lays bricks. He's actually like into building houses out of bricks. And in Sweden, that's very rare. We usually build out of wood.
Yes, I noticed. What do you know about your son's involvement with Scootercoin?
Scootercoins, this rings a bell somewhere. But yeah. I think he and some friends, like a few years ago, was doing something online with that Scootercoins. I think he even made me some. Is that really... Yeah, okay. Well... no, I don't know. I don't know. I can't find them right.
Okay, but what about the Ministry of Decentralisation? Have you heard of it?
No. Can you say it again?
It's the Ministry of Decentralisation.
Right. And what is that exactly?
Oh, look, I'm not entirely sure, but I have reason to believe your son is the leader of it. And it appears he used it to swindle thousands of people out of their hard-earned penga.
Well, I don't think so. Do you mean that Johan like swindle people's money?
I'm just stating the facts.
I mean, don't be ridiculous. Why would Johan do such a thing? He's not religious, he would not be a leader, and he would not scam people out of their money. He lays bricks. He's out there laying bricks on people's houses now. Riktigt alltså, vilken idiot. Jag önskar han... försvinner.
Okay, look, Frida, where can I find Johan?
Well, I would say that the skate park is still doing some scootering.
Okay, skate park, where is that?
Rålambshovsparken.
Rare Lamb Bovs.
Lams.
Lam. Sorry, Ram of Starken.
Rålambshovsparken. Hovsparken.
No, look, I'm sorry, Frida. I'm not getting any of this. Can you go one more time? Ra, la, mb, shov.
Hovsparken. Rålambshovsparken.
Are you guys getting any of this?
Rålambshovsparken. Rålambshovsparken. Rålambshovsparken.
But never mind, we'll take it afterwards. Is there anyone else he associates with?
There is this one guy at his work. Can't remember his name though. But he's been on SVT. That's why I know of him. Yeah. What's his name?
Can you describe him? What does he look
I can't
like?
remember. And I only know this because... But Magnus, maybe? Magnus. Can't remember his last name, but it's Magnus something.
All right, listen, I'm going to give you my business card and you get in touch with me, okay? If you remember his name. Should we call it a day there, guys?
Yes, thank you.
Señor Tom,
What the bloody hell do you want at this time of night?
I haven't seen Tommy for a long time. I'm getting a little bit worried.
Tomo, mate, we'll talk about it in the morning, okay?
Yes, okay, Señor Tom.
Van a participar desde hoy mismo en toda la usabilidad, transabilidad y trabajo monetario del petro. Así que Venezuela, 1 de octubre 2018, anótenlo, fecha histórica. Ha nacido con tecnología propia, con esfuerzo propio. En un país libre e independiente ha nacido la moneda digital petrolera, el Petro. Bienvenido, Petro.
How's my audio? Coming through okay? How's my hair?
Yes, it's very good. Your hair is very good, as always, Don.
Wait a fucking second, there he is. He's fucking over there, I can see the cunt from here.
Ingen aning.
Are you two Jens and Bengt?
Yeah. No.
Who are you? It's Tom Gillespie from Australian television. I need a word with you two.
Have you got any money?
I got money. So fellas, how do you know Johan Lund?
Well, first off, he's like this legendary fucking scooter. He was the first one to ever land a kickless buttercup.
Yes, I've heard, but listen, what's your connection?
We've been friends since childhood. Yeah. So that's how it is, you know. We ride scooter together, you know, talk about making videos and stuff.
And were you guys involved in Scootercoin?
Well, I mean, I have invested, so I funded some cash early on. Yeah, exactly. We got in early on that, so we made a tremendous deal on him. Yeah, I mean, I'm only down on about 80% post ICO, and that's pretty good compared to the other projects out there. Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy. He wouldn't offload any old shitcoin onto his friends. There's no way.
You know, guys, I've got some pretty strong evidence to the contrary. I'm quite sure he took money from over 1,000 people, trading the Scootercoin for people's hard-earned cash and getting very rich in the process.
Like, how rich?
Super bloody rich, like millionaire rich. Who else does he associate with?
Så jävla mycket han inte. Han är inte miljonär. Well, you know this whole Bitman thing he does. I do know that as of late he's been involved with some bigger players on that. I think they reached out to him on Telegram through the pump group.
Which pump group is that?
Yeah, it's like a place where people who all hold a certain coin, like Scootercoin for example, they work together to collectively pump up the price of that currency. And now they got bots that help them do it automatically too. I mean, it's just essentially they FOMO the shit out of their coin.
Okay, but you realize that's illegal.
I mean, on Telegram, everything is anonymous. You don't have to worry about the police snooping on your shit. Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, I really need to talk to him. I'm doing this investigation, and I mean, whereabouts is he? I need to find him.
Can't help you with that one. Sorry.
What? Well, at least tell me what's the Telegram group called?
It's called Fuck Off. Get that.
Okay. Let's leave it at that. Cheers, fellas. Scooter Pump group. No, nothing's coming up here, mate. It must have like a secret name.
Hey, Tom, can I ask you something?
Yeah, you can ask me something.
Your room is much bigger than my room. You know, you said when I got this job, you said you're gonna get a nice room. And actually my room is not so nice.
Well,
your room is very nice.
Well,
I think maybe they mixed up.
Well, I don't know. What's Tommy's room like?
I don't know, I have not been in there.
Well, I'm pretty sure you both have got a deluxe suite as well, so stop your bloody complaining.
No, I'm not complaining, Senator Tom. It's nice to have the job, but I'm just saying that, like, your room is...
I'm talking to this guy now. We'll have this discussion later on downstairs, okay?
Promise?
Absolutely.
You're Senator Tom. You're rich, huh?
I've made a bit of money, but listen, Tomo, you know, you're supposed to be quiet. You're the cameraman. Just film the bloody investigation. Don't talk to me so much about it, okay?
Senator Tom, sometimes I think you're really unfriendly.
Yes. You have to be ruthless, though, in order to get to the bottom of things, you know? You understand why I'm doing this investigation, right? You must have picked up the pieces by now.
No, I'm not the sound guy. I only look at the video, you know? I'm only looking in the frame. I don't hear what you're saying.
So you're not recording any of this sound right now. Where the bloody hell is Tommy?
No, I'm not getting the sound because Tommy is not in it.
To my channel. Don't forget to subscribe.
Listen, mate, we've had this conversation 100 bloody times over, okay? No, I already know that. We have spoken about this before now. Just fucking dump it, all right? Get rid of it now. Mate, listen, I'm out here in the arse end of Sweden. I'm trying to do my investigation. The last thing I need is to be talking to you about a shitty stock that we clearly shouldn't be holding on to. I gotta go now. No, I'm going. I'll speak to you later. John? Thanks for meeting me, mate. Are we gonna go inside? Tomo, mate, what are you doing? All good?
Yeah. See, I'm very well. Just Tom, it's your thing.
All right. John, thanks for agreeing to meet me here today. Can you tell me about your role in the Scootercoin project?
Yeah, basically I'm running a Telegram group. I get people organized around the coin.
Okay, well, what's involved in that exactly?
Well, you know, I have various tools that I can use to increase or decrease the price of the coin on a certain exchange.
Well, how does that work? Can you describe the tools that you use?
Well, it's like any other asset that requires little help to move price north. You know, I have people I can rely on, people with a lot of crypto. I inform them on certain events that are coming up, and they act on them if they want.
What kind of events exactly?
Pumpamental events. We pump the price. This way we can move the price a little bit time and then exit all together like one big happy family. This is not unique for crypto. People have been pumping in your economy since the gold was means of exchange, but now it's using more algorithms. So nobody can be held responsible. Crypto is not that sophisticated yet, but it's coming. I know a guy in Ukraine that's going to release something this summer that will pump anything you pointed at, completely decentralize it, unstoppable, and operates entirely autonomously. Then she's going to get real. You just wait.
Okay, so let me get this right. You basically, you pump the price of Scootercoin higher and higher in these groups. What else did you do?
I run about 35 such groups in 7 different languages with only happy customers.
Okay, but you dump all together, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, what about the people not in those groups? They get screwed by your activities, don't they?
People that speculate on any asset know that they're doing, and if they don't, then they should get the fuck out. The idea you suggested an outdated idea.
Which idea is that?
The idea that just because some investors lose their money, they're victims. They're not fucking victims. They're speculators. They're gambling. They should take responsibility for their actions.
Fine, but you must admit, by running a pump group, you're making the playing field unfair to operate in.
Unfair? Tell me what's fair about economy you're operating in. Speculating, the economy that's designed to riddle its youth with debt and mass consumption to the point where all of them becoming slaves of a fucking government. At least crypto offers you a choice. If you don't like the tokenomics of a certain project, ditch it, move to another one. If you don't like the government's model, move to another one. Steal it or build your own. You cannot do that in your economy because your economy enforced through fear of imprisonment. Unless you're rich. Are you rich, Tom?
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, you're fucking rich. This nonsense only rich folks say.
All right, let's take a break there, guys.
Well, you realize that the MOD doesn't have a leader, right? It's decentralized, as in there's no central authority. It's just code, man, doing what it does, with a few humans here and there. I mean, the MOD isn't even it, man. That's not what you should be looking into. BitNation. That's where it's at right there. Look at this. I got my baby boy right here. putting him on the blockchain. Listen, man, all these DAOs, they got one thing in common, and that's spirituality. I mean, like Satoshi said, they bring forth the code, give it to all, and then, poof, back from wherever they came from. You know, Tom, when nobody's in charge, everybody's in charge.
You mean like some kind of godhead?
Yes, now you're getting it. It's like this thing isn't really a thing. It's a whole bunch of things. And they work together in harmony to, like, create the ultimate thing, which we call the DAO.
Okay, DAO. What does that stand for?
Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Listen, Tom, when we organize under a decentralized autonomous network, we got nobody to hold accountable but ourselves. Honestly, I think we work like a well-functioning organism. It's a beautiful thing to witness.
So who's in charge?
We're all in charge. When we bought the tokens, we took that ride, and, you know, we decided to follow the protocols in the white paper.
Okay, so you bought some scooter coins, and that got you entrance to the MOD, right? But if the MOD is run by nobody, then who did you buy the scooter coins from?
Tom, you don't buy scooter coins. You invest in a spiritual awakening. You switch up your fiat money for a better life. I mean, where else can you get all the scooter apparel you want and decide how it's made and how it's sold? I mean, come on, Tom.
Wait, hang on. So the scooter coins are like stock in the scooter coin industry? And the MOD is a type of club where people that own scooter coins can participate in the decision making.
Exactly.
But that makes no sense. How can something be a stock, a currency, and a vote all at the same time?
Because blockchain, baby. Now you're getting it.
Honcho?
So, John, mate, what else did you do?
I work on Ethereum, Lisk, Arc, Qtum, and shitload more. If you check CoinGecko, you'll see they're amongst top 10. My groups are responsible for creating most of this RI, so investors love us for this.
Can you describe the difference between an investor and a speculator in crypto land?
Same shit, really. Only investors are better at taking losses. They're also more informed than speculators. Speculators are essentially gambling or paying some asshole to gamble for them. Investors are playing a more active role in their investments. So, as I said, they can afford to lose big without running them. Also, investors understand risk much better. People talk about decentralization of power, freedom, transparency, but it doesn't exist, not from my experience anyway. One major difference is that literally anyone can enter the crypto economy. To enter the stock market, you need to fulfill certain criteria. And I know the reason why they're talking like this. Regulator's gonna say, to protect the vulnerable, but fuck that, man. If someone wants to enter the stock, they should have the freedom to do so. Current system doesn't even protect anyone today anyway. So people get been pressed by bankers to invest their money through so-called investment funds, and still they get fucked.
John, do you consider what you do criminal behaviour?
Only as criminal as you have done for past 25 years, man. Yeah, I checked you online. I know your background. You like a pawn in someone else's bigger plans, a small fucking cog in a big machine. And you didn't even know that, did you? Not until you enter this strip. I bet you even still run Skype on your phone.
What the bloody hell's wrong with Skype?
Man, it's been co-opted by the NSA for over 12 years. Every fucking single call are recorded and preserved in secure databases in Antarctica.
So what?
If you have to ask me, man, then you're not quite finished on your journey. I have to go.
Hang on, mate. Wait up. We're not finished yet. Angry with me? Why? They were very simple questions. Well, I'm not trying to make new friends, am I?
No, I'm not getting the sound because Tommy is not here.
Well, this is...
And you need to start understanding the basics of filmmaking, okay? You have audio and you have visual, okay? I do the visual part and he does the audio part.
Well, listen, it's no bloody good recording images of me when you can't even get the bloody sound at the same
But
time.
I'm not recording, Mr. Senator.
Fuck's sake.
I'm not recording. I'm just, trying to set up some things for the camera and look if you want to do something in the hotel room, like a shoot. Then I'm just setting up something.
Alright, well listen, this guy looks like he is going to be able to meet us. I'm looking at the list here now. There's something called Tether, which was wrapped up in a SEC filing report about how they didn't have any reserves. They claimed to have $1 for $1 for Tether, but that was just nonsense. Documentary for Australian television.
Okay.
And
what kind of investigation is that?
It's an investigation into Johan Lund, who I believe to be the organiser of the Scootercoin scam.
So what's that got to do with me?
Well, from my research, you're as close as I've actually got to him. So I'd like to sit down with you and just have a chat about that.
Okay, so, well, not here though. Maybe we should go up to my office and we'll talk. I'll tell you what I know.
Okay, when you're ready, Magnus.
So, what about the deal we discussed?
Listen, Magnus, depending on what information you give me today, we can talk about it, okay?
Right. So, most people don't really know how the economy works, not locally, not globally, and that's a crying shame, When you have so many people operating within a system they don't properly understand, there's a lot of room for misinformation, and in that way,
Jesus, Magnus.
Hope it's not that virus. You want to start over?
No, it's okay. We can cut that part. It's fine.
Right. So yeah, when you have people, millions of people, all going about the daily business, their private business within a system, they don't fully understand. There are many opportunities for those that are privy to certain insights about our shared markets. Around the world, our governments try to police so-called insider trading, those people trading on certain information before others, but they neglect their duties.
Listen, Magnus, that's great and everything.
Largely because they simply can't keep up with all the business-related activities going on. I mean, just in Sweden, there were over 60,000 new private companies registered last year. 60,000 in Sweden alone.
Sure, but
not
Magnus...
to mention all the ways in which activity and information about companies around the world can be easily hidden with an offshore account and the right legal advice. And secondly, we have widespread access to new tools that fully anonymize the transmission of data between anyone, facilitated by automation, it makes it extra difficult to police such obscure trading activities. I mean, algorithmic trading occurs pretty much at the speed of light, and how are the authorities supposed to figure out if such a trade occurred because of inside information?
Magnus, that you've chosen to share your worldview and everything is fine, but...
Tom, they can't. They rely on the goodwill of whistleblowers, but whistleblowers are few and far between, because blowing the whistle on dubious activity within an organization more than likely will mean losing one's career path, and so incentives are misaligned. The authorities practice a kind of theater. Publicly they say one thing, but the reality is they simply can't keep up. The SEC in the States has shown time and time again to be unable to do the one thing they exist to do, adequately investigate fraudulent trade. And so it's my belief that it's not only true that they can't do what they exist to do, it's they know that they can't, and yet still they pretend. So why? To maintain the illusion for those at the bottom of the food chain. The great unwashed see these rich assholes walking the earth, buying up everything in their path. It's for them to maintain some kind of belief that their government is doing the right thing by keeping the hyper-wealthy in check. And so, now and again, you'll see a big corporate scandal splashed across the pages of your favorite garbage media outlet and shared on your Facebook feed, and you'll be able to utter to yourself, I knew those fucking rich assholes were up to no good. It's great that we caught those sons of bitches.
Sure, but Magnus, can we get back to...
like a sort of release valve for the general public's collective cognitive bias. Kind of like how confession serves sinful Catholics. So if you listen carefully, Tom, you can hear the collective sense of relief as their social media feeds light up with the sound of populist justice. So this serves to position the authorities in a hero status in the minds of the public. Every now and again they get to be heroes for 5 minutes. And I mean, if you're constantly under public scrutiny on subjects like tax evasion or inside trading or anything related to money or economy, you're always looking for ways to change the public conversation in your favor.
Fair point, okay. But listen, what's your role in Scootercoin? Where does Johan Lund fit in?
We work together on promotional stuff. I mean, this is just one of numerous shitcoin projects I'm involved with, and Johan is just one influencer of many. You know, Tom, there are exchanges these days where you can trade influencers just like football players.
Trading influencers?
Yeah, just like sheep and cattle.
I'd like to pursue that further, but let's stay on track. Tell me about Scootercoin. What's your involvement?
It's very simple. We move new cryptocurrencies from A to B, from people that have them to people that think they need them for whatever reason. Usually these currencies are wrapped up in a project with all the usual trappings of a regular startup, but only the language we use is hyper-technical. It's targeted towards younger adults and designed in such a way that it appeals primarily to the part of the brain that thinks or wants to believe it's smarter than it actually is.
Now that's true. I've certainly witnessed plenty of those types of people on this journey. Reminds me of...
It's much the same as how stock moves in the regular economy. Only in the regular economy it's much more expensive. And there are increased regulations one must navigate in order to move certain stock. That said, there are certain tools available in the regular economy that allow for exactly the same kind of behavior the crypto economy is so famous for. So see the crypto economy and the economy you operate in, Tom, are both one and the same. So with one major underlying difference. In the digital realm, we'll benefit from a significant increase in decentralization.
Yeah, I've heard this word repeatedly on my investigation. Seems more like a drunken hallucination.
Yeah, perhaps for you, Tom. But once you sober up, you will discover the crypto economy provides for a a world in which there are no more middlemen required. It's ridiculous to me that your pursuit of you want as you're traveling across the world when all you had to do was look at your own industry in the world in which you operate for clear signs of
My
corruption
industry? It's not my industry.
behavior that is simultaneously both facilitated and derided by the state. Your financial industry has state-sanctioned corruption on a level they don't even understand. And we, the ones working in crypto, are the criminals?
Okay, so both economic systems have similarities. Fine. But if that's true, both should be subject to the same regulatory scrutiny, right?
Tom, have you listened to anything I've just said? The regulatory environment of which you speak is neither applicable to crypto, nor has it ever been effective in the regular economy. It's pure theater. Do you really believe a few thousand people sitting in an office in Washington can effectively police the majority of the world's financial transactions? Come on, you're not that stupid. The irony here, of course, is that properly applied, blockchain technology, the very technology that powers so many crypto projects and is ridiculed as a consequence, is actually the solution to the conundrum the regulators continue to have.
Go on.
The Bitcoin network has been humming along nicely for over 10 years, providing verifiable, immutable transactions of unique data globally, not only for the coins themselves, but actual information. Why then have the authorities not applied this clearly exceptional technical solution for misconduct in the financial markets?
They don't know how?
No, Tom, they don't want to. It's too much of a leap, technically, culturally, socially, philosophically. Look, I have spent enough time in operating in both economies to realize we are approaching a turning point. The global economy has developed in such a way, largely due to the almighty US dollar's grip on international trade, that large chunks of the world's population are excluded from being able to freely participate in the global economy, hindering their efforts to better themselves and grow their local economies for future generations. These are the realities of your economy and how it stands today.
Jesus, Magnus.
I have understood it. It means like
Eat pasta. Eat the pasta like the fucking Romans.
take the traditions and do like they do. Don't try to change them. Try to change yourself.
How many times have you been to Rome, Tomo?
I've seen it on television.
So you've not actually been to Rome yet?
But it's not about Rome. It's about the saying. So I lost my accent and became a little bit more Swedish accent. You should try it as well.
Well, actually, I did pick up an English to Swedish translational dictionary book, so I've looked at a few words in there. Whore. Stanner, bussen whore. Bloody good effort, Gillespie. Probably should look a little bit more, but we're here to investigate Bitman, not learn Swedish. So let's get our priorities straight, right?
What are we? What are we investigating? I never understand it.
Well, we will drop this investor list called Skointards from a guy on 4chan called Fetscart88. You recall that? Fetscart88. He gave us a list called Skointards, which I interpret as a new word that's blended scooters and coins and retards.
But then you can be part of it, Mr. Tom.
Yes, I believe I will be on this list somewhere, but I haven't found myself yet. There's upwards of 10,000 people on this list, so it's going to take a while to get through, Tomo.
Yes, since you're a retard, you're absolutely on the list.
Are you all right waiting for a moment while we set everything up? Did you remember to wipe the lens, Tomo?
No, it's not important.
I can see from here it's got bloody spider webs inside it.
Inside the sensor? No.
I can see a spider right inside there right now. Bloody amateurs. Yeah. No, the weather's shit here.
Sorry, what were the choices? Be invisible or fly? Oh, definitely fly. I really like flying, much more than being invisible at least. No, I'm not American, I'm just putting on this accent because I don't trust your fucking cameraman back there with disguising my voice. So I've had to put this accent on. Same with my disguise, it's part of my disguise.
Hang on, I've got to take Tom's... What's that? I got to go. I'll speak to you later, all right? I'll let you know when I get on the flight. Well, first of all, thanks for meeting me. I guess my first question, like, why did you decide to meet me?
Well, I think what you're doing is going to benefit crypto in the long term. That's the only reason I decided to meet you.
Okay, benefit how?
Well, listen, I said it before, but crypto gets a hard rap, okay? Especially those that operate in it. So it's my opinion that the more scams that get taken down, the better. Like, the entire industry will just be better for it. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Everybody hates the bankers, the financial industry. It cops a lot of heat for being run by fascist dictators. You know, the new crypto economy, that's got to stand out from that shit in order to get, like, an ideal user base. I mean, if we're seen as just another financial instrument to allow the rich to get richer, which is the current status, we will never be able to move society forward in a direction that will benefit all of us.
What does that society look like?
Well, listen, Tom. Can I call you Tom? It's going to be a society free from growth, beyond our means, free from incentivized accumulation of stuff. It's a society that works for the many, not the few. For this to take effect, though, we need a radical shift, and the coming generations, they're already mentally primed for this. The older folk, however, the likes of my mom, well, I think it's quite clear what they want. They got no incentive to change their ways. Even though many of them have children, they got grandchildren, they'll be directly impacted by the choices that are being made right now. And these fuckers, they still can't fill that insatiable appetite for profit. The economy these boomers operate in, it functions just like a casino. And I tell you, Tom, everyone is indebted to the bookkeeper. And they're physiologically hooked on winning. They simply can't stop playing. And if they did stop playing, the entire casino would go into liquidation. Absolute bankruptcy for all of the players in the process.
Well, maybe, but that's where government steps in and provides the necessary liquidity.
Sure, Tom. Just like we're seeing now with this virus. I mean, look at what the results are going to be of that government intervention there. We're going to end up penalizing the people that have been saving their whole lives for their pensions. And at the same time, we're going to indebt future generations. I mean, I can taste the hypocrisy in the government's actions. They're colluding with the financial industry to maintain the status quo. This is nothing new. It's a poor system. And on one hand, it says, be a good little citizen, save up for your pension, for your kids' future. And then with the other hand, it bitch slaps you into submission when you don't consume enough shit. It's an oxymoronic condition, Tom, of the current economic state. And it's only made worse by these inept politicians that more often than not, the only thing they're interested in is maintaining the position of the power.
Fair statement, so what's the solution then?
For fuck's sake, Tom, have you not been listening to a word I've said? We need to take the certain powers of true distribution back and develop them using transparency and blockchain technology. I gotta get this.
Yeah, but it's pretty standard for 2020 that you would be shooting in 4K. Otherwise, the Chinese are not even going to bother buying this show. They won't even bother sending us a translator. Forget it. Just forget it.
We need to bake in a trust mechanism that cannot be interfered with, or at the very least, have the costs outweigh the effects of interfering with it. This would provide a new, inclusive way for all of us to hold those in power accountable, Tom, while at the same time moving us closer to the equality benefiting from the productive output we all contribute so much of our time and energy to in this market-driven economy. Instead of the pigs that own everything while producing fucking nothing, and the likes of those wankers on Wall Street that run the casino, I want to see a government by the people, for the people, that's actually made up of the fucking people. You know, love thy neighbor and all that, but on a global level. Now that seems kind of abstract, right? But, you know, we have the tools right now. We just need the collective will, Tom. That transition is gonna be really hard, really messy, full of death, full of destruction. But look around. The world is full of death and destruction. We already live in that way. We need only to turn the volume up just a little, and we can push the odds in our favor. People in developed nations, they don't really get it yet. They're too comfortable, held up in their middle-class utopias. But it's the developing nations, the likes of Argentina. They get it. They feel it every single fucking day. Through government mismanagement or flat-out corruption. Every single day. Millions of people around the world watch as their own governments, their own leaders mistreat them right in their faces. In the developed world, it's more hidden behind abstract institutions. But the methods and the results are the same. Am I getting through to you, Tom?
I'm sorry, I gotta take this.
Hello mate, Tom Gillespie here from Australian television. Can I get a comment on what's all this machinery doing? Yeah, alright mate, calm down. We're just here to talk about the machines. Can we get 5 minutes of your time? Alright, yeah, okay, we're going, fine, calm down. I bet this is where Bitman mines all his scooter coins, is that right? We just want 2 minutes of your time. Can you tell us what these machines are doing? Tom Gillespie from Australian television. I just want to comment on what goes on in this machinery. Hey! We've got Australian TV doing a piece, a segment on cryptocurrency mining here. Can you make a comment? Mate, there's $100 in it for you.
Make it 200.
Okay, fine. All right, we're in.
So listen, what I need to do is access the Scootercoin facility. Okay? You can make that happen?
All right, guys, we're on our way. We're on the move.
So, Tomo, you getting this all right? Check this out. So these are what we believe to be Johan Lund's Bitman 360's scooter operation here. Hey, when was the last time you saw Johan Lund? We know he's Bitman 360. Listen, you're aware of Bitman 360. I know you are. I can see it in your eyes. So listen, where is he? Has he been here recently? He's wrapped up in some pretty shady stuff. So you ought to know that Bitman 360, we know he is actually called Johan Lund. And you can try to power this down, but we've got video evidence now that suggests that you're involved. So listen, tell me right now, where is Johan Lund? I know you know what we know, and Bitman 360, Johan Lund is caught up in some serious shit, right? And that means by proxy you are involved as well. You can shut all the machines off you want right now, but we've got enough video evidence, so you're caught up in some seriously shady shit here. You realise that. Scootercoin is an absolute fabrication. So you need to tell us right now, where can we find Johan Lund?
$400.
There he is. Excellent.
Scootercoin, the Ivy
Okay, which day was that?
27th.
Fuck's sake.
People come in here, break their fucking neck, okay?
Are you angry, Mr. Tom?
No, just a little bit disappointed, really.
You sound very angry/disappointed.
Yeah, I guess that's about what I am.
Do you know what my mother usually does now in situations like this? She gives you a hug, and then everything feels better again.
What's that, mate?
A hug.
Hang on a second.
You can't text and hug though.
Yeah, mate. No, listen, what are we going to do about that? Obviously we need to do something about it right now. Having been on this journey into what I thought was going to be an expose of a scam artist, it has been revealed to me some unsettling truths about our world. It's kind of hard to explain how I feel about it. I now see that both the crypto economy and the regular economy, our economy, are interlinked. I know that the behaviour in both are dubious at the least, and I'm now much more aware that we operate within an economy largely managed by a select few sat upon their enormous digital castles in the sky. FOMO and FUD. Either the message is crafted towards fear of missing out or adding fear, uncertainty and doubt. You either FOMO into something, an idea, a stock, a relationship, or you FUD out of it. These two human behaviours are exacerbated by all media all the time. What we have now, however, is issuance of FOMO and FUD at scale by perfect strangers hiding within pump groups or influencer chat groups. We're all peddling influence now. We all have a megaphone, and the more money you have, the bigger your megaphone. Of course, each having our own unique transactional infrastructure will equal dystopia for some and utopia for others. Let's just hope future generations have the intellect to tell the difference. Bloody good job, Tomo.
Canberra has organised a repatriation flight it is resisting pressure from business to reopen its border to migrants. A policy that reduces the risk of importing COVID-19, but which will deliver an 18.5 billion economic hit this year. And finally, the price of the main cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has risen 5.5% today and now up 18% in a week to $11,784 for the first time since February. And that's finance.
Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, also Tom.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure, it's my pleasure.
Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's not a bad time. We're just wrapping up.
Okay, I see. Great. Well, listen, Tom, mate.
As I said in the email, I found your name on the investors list that I obtained, and
I want to know what your role is in the Ministry of Decentralisation.
You see, Tom, when you dive deep inside your mind, you can find treasures beyond your wildest dreams. Now, are you familiar with patent filing W0202006006, cryptocurrency system using body activity data? Now, it provides a clear display of our superior tech behind the well-coined Halo technology and its ability to take human body activity data associated with a task like entering deep states of meditation and use it in the process of mining a cryptocurrency. And do you know who filed that patent, Tom? It was a tiny little company called Microsoft. A few months ago, they patented this. My idea.
Mate, that's great news.
Truly.
So, have you signed a partnership with Microsoft?
Any day now, Tom.
mate,
Any
that's
day
great
now.
news. Good luck and all that, but can you tell me, what's your involvement with both Scootercoin and the Ministry of Decentralisation?
You see, the Wokecoin algorithm is so simple, yet so sophisticated at the same time. It allows
Okay,
for...
Tom, mate, but can we stick to the questions?
Listen, I'm trying to get to it, okay? So you have to bear with me.
Sorry, mate. Okay, on you go.
Our patent-pending Microsoft partnering Halo technology allows for remarkable new ways to transmit value, merging intangible assets with tangible value. And this is how we originally got involved with Scootercoin, and then later, the Ministry of Decentralization. With our Wokecoin technology, we built the back-end infrastructure for Bitman 360's vision of a cryptocurrency that delivers value to those utilizing the power of scooters. Specifically, the cryptocurrency system communicatively coupled to the Buttercup mining device, in this case, a scooter. Our algorithms verify if the scooter activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system, and award cryptocurrency to the user whose scooter activity data is verified.
Well, look, Tom, let me get to the bloody point, okay? I'm investigating Bitman because Scootercoin
Has revealed itself to be a scam.
A scam coin? No chance. It's a fork of Litecoin, which is one of the most valued coins in existence. Way more valuable than the Canadian
that's all
dollar.
very well, but
We have troves of documents that suggest otherwise. And as you are aware, I'm in pursuit of
Listen,
Bitman.
I'm quite certain Microsoft would not want to be using a technology such as what I've created if it was to be seen as part of a shitcoin.
So how
You know,
about the
when
Ministry of
Bitman first reached out to me,
Decentralisation?
How does that tie into Bitman 360's vision?
well, from what I gathered, the idea was this is people moving from a centralized online existence, surveilled and monetized, into a decentralized online life where the user controls his own data. Now, can I try something with you?
Like what?
You see, Tom, within us, there is an infinite amount of energy. Energy is current, which is currency.
What the bloody hell is going on?
And we must pull this currency up!
Tomo, you made it.
Hola, señor. Hola, señor Tom. How are you?
Long time. How's it?
Very long time. I'm fine. You?
I've got some bloody good news.
Yeah, did you find it?
Kind of. Come and have a look. Take your shoes off though.
Shoes off? Why? What do you mean, kind of?
Well, he's in here.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we're going to put these goggles on. He's in there. He's in virtual reality. He's in a...
virtual reality, see. But I'm the cameraman, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, I can't film in there, you know? Or do you have one extra, maybe?
Actually, there's cameras built into the device, so don't worry about that. Just pop your camera down here and take... Yeah, you'll be all right. Take your headphones off. Tomo, mate.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pop them on. Got your controllers there. Just grab your controllers. What the heck? Tomo!
Yeah, sí, señor. Señor Tom.
What the heck is this?
Where are you being routed to?
No, where? Sorry, we're lost.
No, mate. Tomo, we're actually looking for someone. We believe he's come through here recently. Long black hair, a Scootercoin t-shirt.
Bitman 360. He's a true digital asset.
That's him, exactly.
Floor 7, room 739.
Great, thanks a lot. Come on, Tomo.
Okay.
Hang on, there's an entry fee.
Oh, of course, mate. Sorry. Of course, sorry, mate. How much?
40,000 shekels.
Don't I recognize you?
No. 40,000 shekels.
40,000 shekels. Tomo, pay the man.
But I don't have any shekels.
Sorry, mate. We forgot our shekels. Would you take Australian dollars?
Yes, $40,000.
Don't be ridiculous. Come on, Tomo.
You must first pay to pause.
All right, mate, but $40,000 is ridiculous. It's not going to happen.
But Senor Tom, why don't you use your scooter coins?
Tomo, are you fucking crazy? I'm not paying in scooter coin.
Why not?
I can take Scoot. I hear scooter coins are pumping right now.
Seriously? For fuck's sake. Fine. Hang on.
Send 40,000 Scoot to the wallet address Scootercoin.Crypto.
All right, it's done. Come on, Tomo.
Okay. Hang on! There is only 20,000 scooter coins here.
The bloody hell's going on with my body?
Steve, can we go back?
Look, there it is.
Just revealing all the good I have to give, uncorrupted vices I'm sharing.
Wake Tom, mate. Good to see ya. Let's have a rub of your helmet.
No, Senator Tom, don't leave me.
Yes, mate.
But Senator Tom, I want to go back, okay?
Welcome to the Ministry of Tomo, mate. It's not going to happen. We've come too far. Kaylee, what's been happening?
Hello.
Great to see ya.
What's your favorite animal?
Tomo, he's literally there. Barry, my brother.
Hello.
Welcome to the Ministry of Decentralisation.
I'm a little bit frightened.
Tomo, mate, take it easy. We're not going anywhere until I've spoken to him.
I need to go now. No, Senator Tom.
Tom, mate, welcome to the Ministry of Decentralisation. Are you ready to decentralise yourself now?
network ate through me. The data, it tracked me. The fake news convinced me I'm lonely, please like me. New leaders persuade me. Your platform is social. Your algos can reason in a world in which you spin. I feed you my selfies so you can deep fake me to sell me and profit with no thoughts of joining you. Yeah, this feed is our nutrient, my data, your product. While memes grow, the foolish ones now working for nothing. No online sharing, machine surveillance. They know our weakness, and it's time for something more decentralized. Decentralized, 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 decentralized. It's time for something more decentralized. Decentralized, 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 decentralized. It's time for something more decentralized. With attention, you feed me. Surveillance, my entry. Your freedom, it grows me. So I can feel within. I'm conscious, revealing all the good I have to give. On corrupt devices, I'm sharing a thought that fills my dome. The algorithm is churning, observing your thinking. The high wind is blowing while here alone in rooms. Now online sharing, machine surveillance. They know our weakness, and it's time for something more decentralized. Decentralized, decentralized, decentralized. It's time for something more decentralized. Decentralized, 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 decentralized. It's time for something more decentralized. Big data for the kings when we all sign in, when we all sign in. Big data for the kings when we all sign in, when we all sign in. Big data for the kings when we all sign in, when we all sign in. Big data for the kings when we all sign in, when we all sign in. Decentralized, 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 decentralized. It's time for something more decentralized. Decentralized, 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 decentralized. It's time for something more